The rubber ducks in this game are the most aggressive enemies I know. In fact, I'd go so far as to say those ducks are downright belligerent. Happy Thursday, my friends. Welcome to the stream. I hope you are well tonight and ready for what might be a lot of pain as we once again make our way into Battletoads. The mic is really low. Thank you, Zergling. I don't know if I can change that. Hopefully that's at least a little better. That's at max volume. Might just be that it's kind of far away from me. Or I'm just speaking very quietly. But welcome in, Dead Zergling, first in chat tonight. Always a pleasure to have you here, my friend. I hope you are doing well. And Lucent Jelly, of course. Thank you, Jelly, for the heartwarming emotes. Weird, it was my end. Oh no. I see what you did there. I'm actually trying to keep my mic. I actually am trying to keep my mic turned down just a little bit because I'm having a lot of issues with clipping lately, and I really don't want to do that to you guys. I believe it or not, I do care about the quality of my audio. I'm just not very good at it. I totally missed the joke. Oh well, I'll make one. Why did the toad send his hamburger back to the kitchen? Because it didn't have any flies on it? Because it didn't have any flies on it. I wasn't emphasizing the right sentence. If I could read better, I would have appreciated that more right away. I blundered that one, Zergling. Is this live or a rerun? This is 100% live, Buddha Fingers. Let me bring the brightness up. I can't believe I got the game. You can't even see the game. I've got the brightness down so low. I had to turn it down for 50 video games included. And yep, just as I thought, I broke the capture, brightening it. So one moment. All right, where were we? It should be fine. It should be fine now. Yeah, that looks good. Boy, I know there are some people that when they play and stream, they play watching OBS, and the way mine is set up, the delay is horrific. There would be no way to play looking down at my laptop. Conga, welcome in. Great to have you here. Early start tonight. Yeah, I'm. I want to do a few different things. So I'm gonna do a run through Battletoads. You know, hopefully make it all the way through. Then a run through Journey to Silius. Hopefully that works. Journey to Silius, we've got two problems. One, I'm not very good at the game yet, and it does have finite continues. And, I mean, this does too. So we actually have the same problem. But also, my copy of Journey to Silius crashes all the time, so that may be a rough journey. And then, hopefully, if it works, we're going to start up a playthrough of Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. I could use an easy game. It's Groundhog Day, Jelly says to Budafingers. Definitely live, and not just him letting us watch old Battletoads footage. I warned you that I wanted to try beating this, you know, to build that muscle memory so I could pick it back up. You know, I want to get this ingrained so I can beat Battletoads anytime I want to. So, you know, we've got to live through a bit of it. And also, I was watching some Battletoads. I saw Rafnir was streaming, working on Battletoads earlier, and to watch Battletoads is to want to play Battletoads. Konga said early start, or maybe it's later than I thought. Game audio seems to be pretty low. I've got all kinds of technical issues. This early start, I wasn't ready to stream. Personally, between you and me, these people are crazy. Let me see. I might have missed something here. Oh, Jelly's explaining why I'm early. We had a fast dinner tonight, peanut butter and jelly, which also means no spicy prep for the wheel. I could be in danger. Great minds think alike. How about a Battletoads challenge? Like, no using the stick on Big Blag? I mean, Zergling, I went like 100 rounds with that guy before I ever even figured out to use the stick. I've beaten him without the stick lots of times. We could do it just for fun, but it won't be anything new. It took me forever to figure out to cheese him. Watching Battletoads is totally addictive. Well done, Budafingers. I heard there had been a bounty on this game, Jelly says. I told him I thought it only counted for the first win. I was gonna use Battletoads to grind my way to endless to countless wealth. No, no! I missed the one-up and lost a life. Rip the run. Oh no, it made Conga sad. The bounty was collected. Indeed it was, and thank you, Buddha Fingers. I really appreciate it. That was very generous of you. He earned it, though. He worked very hard for it. I mean, I consider it purely generosity, Buddha Fingers. It was a reward for something I was gonna do anyway. And it was very nice to receive. But no credit to me. All to you, my friend. Hey, Sparrow, welcome in. Happy Thursday, my friend. Oh no. Oh. Hey, Mile Hyrule, welcome in. Are you doing Deathless? Sadly not. I've already died. A Deathless Battletoads run would be a dream come true, but I don't think I'm good enough. I don't think I'm good enough for that, Mile Hyrule. I heard a strange noise. I don't know what that was. Maybe one day in the far-off future, I'll be ready for a Deathless Battletoads run. The far-off future. Way, way, way far off. I'm sure he'll never forget your generosity, Jelly says. Certainly not. Alright, I had to collect my coffee. Thank you, Jelly. And Jelly wrote, I'm sure he will never frog get your generosity. I auto-corrected that in my brain. Yes you are. Thank you, Mile Hyrule. I appreciate that you believe in me. Hopefully it was just my cats making noises. I don't know. I don't know what I heard. Sounded like a low-pitched rumbling noise. But yeah, sadly, we're not on a deathless grind. We're just doing another casual playthrough to keep you know, to keep moderately sharp at the game. Maybe Jacob came alive? Do you mean Isaac? The fact that you looked up makes me nervous. Well, I wasn't sure. I mean, I'm in the basement, Sparrow, so... So everything, like everything in the world is above me. Isaac, close enough. I think we're okay, though. I think we're okay. I think it's just... I mean, I don't know what it is. I'm gonna tell myself I'm indoors, though, so I'm safe. Whatever it was can't get to me. Oh, I'm using a different controller right now, too. I've gone back to my original NES controller, my preferred controller, which I've actually never beaten Battletoads with, so I'm really hoping that it doesn't ruin my Klingerwinger performance. Basements are very structurally sound, right? I really hope so, Sparrow. Oh, that's why you were nervous, because I'm in the basement. You're worried the ceiling's gonna collapse on me. I get it now. Jelly says I was checking that Scrooge was still up there. I'm jealous that it seems most houses in the States have a basement. It seems like a great place to have a cave of all your hobbies and effectively take a break from the world in. I like having a basement. You're definitely not wrong about that. I don't know if I would say most houses in the States have a basement. You know, growing up, I lived in 3 different houses throughout my childhood. Not one of them had a basement. I think it depends on what part of the state you're in. My sister's house doesn't have a basement. Yeah, I know of I think probably most of the houses that I know of don't have them, but they're not super rare either, though, by any means. They're good tornado shelters, Conga says. I don't think we have tornadoes very often in Wisconsin. I don't know. I don't know what the tornado situation is supposed to be like up here. We had them where I grew up. I feel like I got lucky to have never been caught up in one. Because, like, we certainly had threats of tornadoes all the time. Ooh, I was worried that that ice wasn't going to spawn. We had tornadoes and earthquakes where I grew up. Maybe in the north. They don't have basements where it floods a lot, Jelly says. Oh, yeah. Yeah, good point. I guess it would become a swimming pool inadvertently at times. Yeah, that would be terrible. Never had a basement growing up either. Just my grandparents, Jelly says. We have to retreat to the basement 3 to 5 times a year, Conga says. Yeah, so we would just if things started to look really dubious tornado-wise, we would just retreat to the bathroom. It was the most like central room of the house. You reminded me, I lived in a small group of apartments in Germany. We had a shared basement where there were large rooms for each apartment. During a storm, thankfully not ours, but a very similar building on the other side of town had theirs turned into a forbidden swimming pool. Oh no. Thankfully not yours indeed, but that is a terrible thing to have happen. We lived in a situation like that though, Jelly and I. The last apartment that we lived in had a community basement like that. It was a large house that had been converted into apartments, and so yeah, it had a big community storage basement. It was kind of nice, because it was like the basement was a big open area, and then there were separate rooms, like for storage. Each apartment had their own, you know, we could all use the wide open area, but we each had our own private room down there too in the basement, and I was converting mine into a little office, but then we moved out. So I never really used it. Most basements are creepy and haunted, and full of furnaces and water heaters and all manner of things that go clank in the night. I mean, we certainly have a furnace and water heater. My basement doesn't feel creepy and haunted to me. But our basement is weird because like half of it is basically like another story, like because it's really like it's finished, right? It's got paneling and carpeting and everything. Like it looks like the upstairs half of the basement. The other half of the basement is bare blank concrete and exposed beams and wires and stuff. So that's why our basement doesn't feel so haunted. If I were hanging out in the other half of the basement every night, maybe I would start to feel a bit spooky. I was a tad bit scared of ours. It didn't help that it had a very undesirable smell down there. They tend to be, yeah. There tends to be a sort of like smell of like stagnant water in basements. Right around Tornado Alley, Conga says. That's utterly terrifying. Jelly asked Budafingers, does your knowledge of basements come from Home Alone and Nightmare on Elm Street? It did sound. I grew up in a house with a basement. My uncles would find ways to make me go down there. Where one of them was hiding in the darkness to scare me. Oh no. I wouldn't like basements very much either. Apartments are very well thought out and spacious, 80s built. Interesting thing about Germany is you can do as you please to decorate the inside of the house. In fact, 99% of rentals do not come with a kitchen. You bring your own and take it when you leave. Like you move in with like your own like stove and oven and fridge and all that stuff. €7,000 later, we had a very nice integrated kitchen. Haunted is good. The ghosts keep the monsters away, Conga says. That is a silver lining. That is looking at the glass half full, Conga. Well done. My friend moved to Japan and he had to buy his own fridge when he moved in. It's more of a thing than I realized. Yeah, I was thinking like, so we lived in Thailand, but when we lived in Thailand, we lived in a hotel. For the entire, like, we didn't get an apartment. We were actually able to get a hotel for and just rent that monthly like an apartment for a lot cheaper. So we just lived in a hotel. When we lived there, which was a huge mistake. Which was a huge mistake in a lot of ways, because we didn't have access to a lot of things. But you know, what's done is done. So I couldn't say about like the kitchen situation there because we didn't have a kitchen. And in Korea we did. We had a kitchen and a fridge and a small fridge that came with the apartment. But that's another like weird situation because like the school that we worked for, like, handled our rental situation, and so, like, they could have had influence in, like, having gone ahead and had the apartment set up, you know, as Westerners would expect it to be. So I don't know that we didn't really get an authentic view into what renting in Thailand or Korea is actually like. There were, you know, there was something odd about each of our rental situations. Hey, Zombie Paper, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the watch streak. I appreciate that. The consistently dropping by. Thank you. Oh no, I was supposed to fight him without the stick. I forgot. I completely forgot, Zergling. I'm sorry. We'll have to try again next time. Started a watch streak. Right on. Right on. Here in Australia, it's bring your own fridge. It's not normal for them to be integrated into the cabinetry. That's interesting. A fridge is probably one of those things I'm totally okay with bringing my own, given that they can be a health hazard if not taken care of properly. Hey, Cosmic Goat Bear, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. According to Marriott, I've spent 1,134 nights in a hotel, Buddhafinger says. Wow. Wow. Even having lived in a hotel for 6 months, I don't think I'm even close to a year. Like, if you took every vacation I've ever had, every just like overnight away from out of town, if you took every... What is happening? I beat the level, but I didn't beat the level. And also, look, I can go backward off screen. That's weird. We're in a strange place now, my friends. The music is gone. That was weird. That was very weird. A haunted basement, a haunted NES. Oh. We had to get our own fridge. Getting that thing up a flight of stairs was a day to remember, Conga says. Oh, man. I am, buddy, Cosmic Goat Bear says. Having a great evening. Right on. Thank you for joining us. Is that your job? Is your kitchen upstairs? Most of that was work over the years. Most of the nights in the hotels. Apartment was upstairs. Hey, Loyal, welcome in. Just trying to get caught up here. Loyal, good to see you again. Thank you for joining us. I hope that you've been well. I kind of missed you a bit. It's good to have you back. Been helping my girlfriend move in this week, so I've been slammed. Right on. Congratulations with the big move. I hope that goes well for you. The fact that the music stopped is so ominous. Well, it's weird because like it glitched. I beat the level, but I died simultaneously or something. I mean, I didn't really beat the level, but like I fell under the stage and I was supposed to die, but I didn't. And then I got to the end of the stage and then I died, and so like the game didn't know what to do. And it was very odd. Take that, Dark Queen. Your level is so easy, we beat it twice in a row just to showboat. That's just Marriott 2, who knows what the actual grand total is. I'm glad I don't travel for it nearly as much as I used to, Buddhafinger says. I feel like it must be sort of double-edged, right? A lot of work travel, because like, on the one hand, you get to travel a lot, but on the other hand, you have to travel a lot. It would be hard for me, because I'm, despite having lived in a whole bunch of different places, I really am like a homebody. It's just my home has moved around a lot. I want to get caught up there, but I'm you know, these snakes wait for no one. Looks like we're probably talking about what we had for dinner. Jelly and I had peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Very simple dinner tonight. Good though. I like a PB&J every now and then. Hey Dynamite, welcome in. Happy Thursday to you, my friend. And I'm not really going for anything in particular. I'm just doing a casual playthrough, just you know, getting I want to be able to yeah, stay familiar with the game. I want to be good enough at it that I can be confident that anytime I pick it up, I can play it and beat it. Oh, and Sir Rack of Lamb, welcome in. I'm sorry if I missed you before. Great to have you here, my friend. All right, let me see what I missed here. Move is smooth. She's unpacking. I'm stoked, Loyal says. Stoked to be back. Also got a PC on the way, so I won't have to use my laptop anymore. Right on. I hope that works out well for you, too. Thank you for the wheel, Zergling. We'll spin that in just a moment. Wasn't a fan of work travel at all, Sparrow says. Yeah, talking about dinner. I'd go from home for the weekend, and I'd get mad. No one made my bed while I was out, but I remember I was home. Had to stay in Darwin and Catherine, though. Both places in the Northern Territory, Sparrow says. Both not really places people will be tripping over each other to go visit. So Rack of Lamb had 2 chicken legs and half a pear. Sounds not bad to me. I like a simple dinner sometimes, too. Yeah. I mean, I like to cook. So, like, it's fun to put together something more complicated, but it's also nice to not. Alright, we'll give this a spin and see what we get. Sunflower seeds again. Oh my. So these are solar flare sunflower seeds. There's 5 packets of them, but we're eating them in small portions, and we're still on packet number 1. I divided I'm dividing each packet into 4 bites, so I've got like about a teaspoon, half a tablespoon of seeds in this jar, and I'm just gonna eat them real quickly. But we're on the mild pack, but I'm scared because this is the mild seeds, and they've got a kick to them. Solar Flare Taste Bud Toasters. You were playing with snakes, all is good, Sir Akablam says. Thank you. I appreciate your understanding, my friend. Was it jalapeno peanut butter? It was not. I just I have chunky peanut butter, crunchy peanut butter. That's what I like to have. I can't eat peanuts or peanut butter. And that's new. Somehow I've developed something, Dynamite says. I've heard that our allergies can change as we grow and age. That things that you were not allergic to before, you could become allergic to. Maybe it's that. I don't know. Silly part is I was here, but was on the phone with my brother, so we're working on Discord issues. Oh. 2 down, 2 to go. Oh, the seeds, yeah. Well, hopefully you get that worked out, Sir Rack of Lamb. Sorry if you're having trouble there. I prefer Cosmic Ray seeds, Sparrow says. Had 4 burger patties with cheese. Nice. Followed by 24 or 30-ounce steak. You certainly enjoy your meat, Zergling. I know that's just about. I know you've said that's just about all you eat, is meat and dairy. I'm a little envious to a degree, because I do like meat as well. I think peanut allergy is cumulative. Alright, here we go. Like, they're already hot. I think they're seasoned with cayenne pepper. That would be my guess. I think... Oh, I might sneeze. Let's try not to. I think... They're very generously seasoned with cayenne pepper. I said last time they didn't have much of any other flavor to them, and they kind of don't, but I'm getting a little bit more tonight. I think there are some other seasonings in there, like some garlic or onion, but it's very subtle. I've got one of the seeds stuck between my teeth. Yeah, I'm not looking forward. I am actually very scared of the seeds that are to come. I see we're on fire tonight, Frownie. Oh, is that was the wheel timed? Was the wheel intentionally timed to happen while we were in the Inferno level? That's very clever. And welcome in VR. I played VR for too long. Great to see you again, my friend. Are you a power lifter or something? Dynamite asks Lurgling. Power lifter, no. But I do goof around with kettlebells, go rollerblading 2 or 3 times a week. I might have the legs of a power lifter. The crazy jumps and things I make my legs do. I found a way to stream VHS tapes. Sir Rack of Lamb says, I want to have movie nights in the Discord. I do a lot of work on the computer and listen to movies anyway, so I thought it'd be fun. A fun thing to start doing while keeping with my retro theme. That sounds like a lot of fun, Sir Rack of Lamb. My capture device that I use, I could could be used to stream VHS tapes, I do believe. I just have to plug a VCR into it instead of a console, and it'd work fine, I think. I thought about using it to digitize my family's home videos at some point before the tapes meet some kind of terrible fate. Streamlabs doesn't like the audio. Oh. I mean, you'd certainly know more about it than me, because I've never experimented with it yet. I hadn't considered that. But maybe running it through my TV would help. I don't know. Keep it to 1 meal a day. Try to keep to 20 grams of carbs or lower every day, Zergling says. I bench semi-trucks for a living. I changed nothing from the normal setup. I have to use the streaming tool that came with my capture card in order to stream into the Discord. Can't get OBS to stream into the Discord, Sir Rackablam says. I've watched a Discord stream once, but I've never looked into trying it myself. It's really bad when you have to blink during this part of the stage. So I showed last time that I'd learned that you can actually just ride along the bottom part of the stage here, and the missiles at the bottom can't hurt you. So you only have to worry about the ones from the top. But I'm not going to hang out down there. I'm going to hang out up here anyway. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of the missiles. I found a box set of 8 007 movies and said, well, for $2, I guess this needs to happen now. Maybe you can get a hold of some tapes, Sir Rack of Lamb, that are like movies and TV shows that people have recorded off television with the commercials intact. And you can watch, you can watch some retro TV with the retro commercials. It'd be a lot of fun, I think. It's so weird. It's so weird how, like... It's so weird how commercials become interesting as they age, right? Like, commercials are the most annoying thing on the planet when they're still new and relevant and potentially useful. And then when they fall completely out of date and become absolutely worthless, they're super fascinating. As long as the boxes were shaken, not stirred. That's how I have my chocolate milk. Just shake it, not stirred. Hey, nice. We've got a raid. And Cows is here. Welcome in, Cows. I hope you're doing well. Thank you, as always, for being here with us. And Itarama, welcome in. Itty, thank you for the raid. Welcome to your friends. I was watching Itty a little while ago. He's been doing randomized games. If you want to take a moment to give Itty a follow with that link right there. Itty is a fellow fan of a challenging retro game. And new things from time to time. We share a love of super ghouls and ghosts. And I'm really fascinated by the randomized stuff. I went upstairs differently than I usually do, but I remembered to get out of his way. Thank goodness. No! I was trying to headbutt him. Please, I was trying to duck. Hoping Battletoads is being somewhat forgiving. It's not the worst it's been to me. So far, this has been a fairly decent run. But it's good to have you here, my friend. I was able to clear A Link to the Past, but I'm too tired to process Mario RPG randomized. Completely understandable. GG on the Link to the Past clear. Did you ever find the lantern? Did you clear it without ever finding it? View to a Kill, The Living Daylights, Octo, For Your Eyes Only, Moonraker, Spy Who Loved Me, Man with a Golden Gun, On Her Majesty's Secret Service. I've seen, like, a third of those. No lantern! The thing is an enigma. A double GG then for clearing it without ever finding such a useful tool. Mario RPG Randomizer is such a blast, Konga says. I still need to play, vanilla Mario RPG. I haven't ever even completed the game just in its unrandomized form. With Dark Souls and Battletoads beaten, can we talk you into starting Dark Souls 2 now, Frownie? I don't have any hardware that would run Dark Souls 2, currently, Zergling. I don't have a good PC or an Xbox or a PlayStation. I don't know if they've been ported. I don't know if they've been put on the Xbox or not. But I don't have an Xbox or a PlayStation that could run them, so they're not gonna happen. you know, Dark Souls 2, that's a ways off. I do want to play it, though. I think we're probably going to do New Game Plus of the original Dark Souls first, though. I'm thinking that, that I'm gonna do a New Game Plus run, and I'm gonna ease up on the blindness a little bit, and let people give me some hints to help me find the things I missed on the first playthrough. Is what we're gonna do. But I don't know when we're gonna start that. I don't know. I couldn't tell you when I'm gonna get around to it. Are you trying to achieve anything with this Battletoads run? Cow's ass. No, I'm just playing just for the love of the sport, Cows. Just playing for the extra practice. To stay good at the game. I watched a little bit of Battletoads on another stream earlier, also, and you know, if I watch Battletoads, then I want to play Battletoads. So, some of my favorite Bond films, Conga says. I love Roger Moore. I've not seen any of the Bond movies, Sir Active Lamb says. I've seen a handful of them, but I certainly haven't seen all of them. At the end of this, the Dark Queen takes her mask off, and it's Vince McMahon, and he says, "It's me, Austin. It was me all along." I'm afraid I don't get the reference, Dynamite. Mario RPG is a top 10 all-time favorite of mine, Conga says. I wanna do it one day. I played a bit of it. I don't know how much of it I've played before, because it's one of those where, like, I rented it, and I can't really remember how far I got, because I've also seen quite a bit from the game. So it's not going to be, you know, I'm going to play through it as blind as I can, but it's not going to be like a kind of a like truly pure blind experience, because I have seen a lot from the game. And that's why I'm not really sure how much I've played, is I don't, like, my memory isn't clear which parts I've played and which parts I've watched. WWE reference. We get some wrestling fans around here. Some of our regulars around here are wrestling fans, but unfortunately, it's not anything that I ever really got into. So most of the wrestling talk just goes right over my head. I recognize a handful of the names of the wrestlers, but I don't really know anything about them. Dark Souls 2 is on PlayStation 3, Xbox One, PC, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 4, and I don't have any of those, Zergling. I had a Xbox 360, but it doesn't function anymore. It burnt out, and I had a PlayStation 3 and a PlayStation 4, but they were stolen. It's a fun one, Itty says. Alright, Frownie, guess I'll have to sell you my PlayStation 5 at a discount price. Very kind of you, VR. Oh, Loyal, I've beaten the game. Battletoads? I've actually beaten this, Loyal. I've beaten it 3 times on stream now. We beat it for the first time on Friday last week. And I actually beat it twice that night, because immediately after I beat it, I did a second run. just, I don't know, just on a whim. I was like, why don't we do it again and just see how it goes? And my second run was even better, because I got a 1 credit clear on the second run. And then we beat it on Tuesday on the stream again, just playing for fun. That wasn't a very good run. I had to use a continue in the last boss. So hoping for a better run tonight, but you know, the goal's already been met. So even if even if the run isn't good, it's still, you know, good practice. Stay familiar with the game. I also want to see Wario 3, and as well as Rampage. Wario 3 we're going to do before the year is out. We will play Wario 3. I'm going to play Wario 3 this year. I think we've done a Wario game every year of the stream so far, so... Like, I like that idea. I want to do, you know... I do want to play, you know, Wario 3, 4, Wario World, Shake It. I guess maybe even a Wario... I guess maybe even look at a WarioWare game, but I don't know how much fun that's going to be to watch. I know a lot of people like those. I've never played one of them. I don't know that they make for good streaming material, but, you know, maybe. Maybe we'll give one a try. Too bad you aren't nearby. I'd lend you my 360. Very, very kind of you, Zergling. I appreciate the offer. You know, I'll get some more hardware. We'll get some more hardware, and we'll make these things happen. All good. Don't know if you're crazy enough to move on to challenge runs yet. Well, really, Cal's the only challenge that since we've done a 1 credit clear, the only thing really to do would be a deathless run. But I am not anywhere near good enough for that, so... You miss Battletoads. Yeah, I'm sorry, Loyal, but I'm very happy to be done with it. I knew you'd beat it, so worth it. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate the celebration, Loyal. Thank you. Huge win on Battletoads. Really proud of you. You're very kind, Loyal. Thank you. I feel good about it. I feel good about conquering it. Oh yeah, I should mention again. I'm playing with a controller that I've never cleared the Klingerwinger with this controller. So we need to have our fingers crossed. I think it'll be fine, but I've heard a lot that the controller you use can make a big difference on your performance on that stage. So yeah, hopefully I'm not just like psyching myself up for failure though. Who but Agent Frownie would make a loop 2 of Battletoads? That's what we did, Itty. We did a loop 2, though it doesn't, because I didn't reset it. It goes back to the start at the end. So it you know, it really was a loop 2, but I don't think it doesn't change or anything. Wouldn't that be a nightmare? Imagine if Battletoads looped and got harder every time. Like Contra. That would be miserable. And speaking of Contra, I want to do another multi-loop Contra run. Because I think I could make it in... I mean, I'm out of practice now. But if I play it a bit, and I de-rust a bit, I think I could make it into double digits. On the Contra loops. Loop 2 rat race, you can't hit the rat. Oh no. That's just impossible. Oh, also, I think I'm right about this. It looks like the dialogue is different. Like it doesn't always say the same dialogue all the time, but there's like a pool of dialogue that can come up, and it's sort of like randomized each time. I think because like I don't pay attention to the dialogue because it scrolls too fast for me to read it anyway. And now, you know, that I've played the game a lot, I'm usually just clicking right through it. But it looked like I think that when I beat the queen, I think she said different things. So there's some shuffling going on there. That's pretty, if I'm right about that, if I'm not just losing my mind, that's very interesting. Rip the Genesis version. Yeah, I've got to play that too. I own the Genesis version, so we should try that one too at some point. It'll be a fun change of pace. I'm gonna save it for a while, but it will happen. I make sure I get all of this version of Battletoads out of my system first. Play it all that I want to play it before I risk like crossing wires in my brain by playing a different version and then yeah, just getting confused and becoming worse at this game. Reasons to boycott the Genesis Battletoads. That version doesn't exist to me, even though you love the Genesis. Alright, I'm hoping this is easy. Be calm, be slow. there's our last one up. Cool, we got it. First try. I have a pretty strong tendency to trip at the finish line with the Klinger Winger race there. Even though I could now like kind of beat it, I have a strong tendency to die right here on this screen. Like milliseconds before the win. That was maybe the best Klinger Winger run I've had too. It got a little close to me at the end, but there was a stretch there like before the part right before the end where like I had the thing off screen for a while. That never happens for me. That was a lot of distance. Frownie, I'm going to invent another recipe and toss it in your Discord? Alright. Looking forward to it, Buddha Fingers. Oh no! I fell asleep for a moment. Oh, but we got it. Hey, welcome in, Williamsburg. Good to see you again. I want to eat that spiral. Oh, it'd be like, wouldn't it be magical? It'd be like kind of like a gobstopper, right? But because I imagine as it changes color, it changes flavors. So that'd be really fun. Very magical. You've mastered the Klinger Winger, but are you ready for Winger Klinger Sticky Spicy Wings? Oh, I like that. I like that. I like the sound of that. Yes, please. Sign me up. No! Oh! Go away. He bounced me onto the spring. Alright, I should be careful. I don't want to lose a lot of lives here on the tower. Thank you for the trophy cows. Whoa. You know, I was playing bad. I was playing bad. I deserved that. At least they spent the budget on what's important. Unsubscribed. You're officially much better at me than this game now, and I don't have the patience to practice it again. Walks away from channel forever. No. Dynamite, come back. I promise that I'll blunder horrifically. You have nothing to worry about. If I unsubscribed from everyone who is better at video games than me, I would be subscribed to no one. I would have nothing to watch. Oh, please. And don't worry, you've still got Contra Hardcore. I'm trash at that game. You'd still have me, Sir Rack of Lamb, says. Thank you, Sir Rack of Lamb. So one of the things about Battletoads is, like, your score goes up and up, right? So, like, if you die in, like, a particular area, well, like, basically, the more you die, the higher score you're gonna have in the game. So, in a weird way, like, a better playthrough of Battletoads is one that has a lower score at the end. So I think one of my dreams, I think one of my early goals should be to beat the game without maxing out the score counter. Because I'm pretty sure I've had it at max every time I've beaten the game so far. It's kind of like in Castlevania the Adventure, there's an in-game clock in Castlevania the Adventure, but the thing about the clock is the clock lags just like everything else in the game. So if you clear a stage in Castlevania the Adventure with a good time on the clock, it usually means that you've done badly, because you've lagged the game so much that the clock didn't move as much as it should have. So you were really going. So if the clock says you went faster, you actually went slower. That's hilarious. That's why it's the best speedrunning game. Hey, Streaming Fist, welcome in. It is normal for some unpopped kernels to remain in a fully popped bag. Do not reheat unpopped kernels or reuse bag. Good advice. I'm pretty sure if you ever pop a bag of popcorn and every kernel in the bag pops, that a portal to another dimension opens in your microwave. Hey, Buffalo Hopscotch, welcome in. How goes the Battletoads? This is a pretty good run. I don't know if you heard the news. I've actually beaten the game. After weeks and weeks and months of trying, we actually beat it on Friday last week. And I've just been doing extra playthroughs for fun. Now that I can beat it, I'm trying to do it, you know, a few times to like really build in that memory, so that I'll be at a point where I can basically expect every time I pick it up that I'm gonna be able to beat it. I want that confidence. And it's just fun. It's just a fun game. Thank you for the congrats. There's one in Metroid as well. Like an in-game clock. Oh, I don't know how that works though. I don't know how the Metroid one works. I mean, it's just like, I'm just talking about, like, you know, it's just like, you know, like Mario has a timer. You know, it's just like the standard, like, level timer that you is all I'm talking about, that you see in lots of games. Was what I was talking about for Castlevania The Adventure. It actually opens a portal and pulls you into an extremely similar universe where you made popcorn and not all the kernels popped. That's gotta be the funniest thing I'm gonna read all week. Yeah, I don't know a lot about the original Metroid. I actually haven't beaten that one yet. I was on a quest. I was on a quest to beat it several years ago. But my quest failed. Long before the stream was ever a thing. I was playing it. I was drawing my own maps and getting pretty good at the first, like, third of the game. But, yeah, I've still got to work that one out. So hopefully we'll do it on the stream at some point. Here we go, final boss. No, she got me. She got me again. Oh, for a whole life. Brutal. Doing bad. I started off real well. I was really aggressive. I was getting a lot of hits right there at the start, but I'm kind of collapsing now. Stay away from her. She's too scary. I can't hit her. She's definitely not the world's, like, you know, most difficult final boss, but, she can catch you in some really unfortunate situations. That was weird. I've never seen her do that. To fall down like that, but not come all the way to the floor. Victory! Hey, we did it. And this is what I would call a good run. A run where all my hearts are still full at the end. I think it's a good run. You know, there were a lot of deaths, but not so many that I had to see that I had to suffer the humiliation of an empty heart. I feel good about that one. We have a good run on record now. I've had 3 runs like that where I had all the hearts fill at the end. I've had 3 runs like that off stream, but I wanted one on stream, and now I've got it. I give her the GGs, the trophies, the number 1s. Thank you, thank you. You just unlocked the achievement ready for Dark Souls 2, Zerglink says. We'll get there, my friend. Metroid games start messing with my mind. I start actually feeling like I'm there, and that's only cool for a couple hours, and then it gets weird. Scary. Scary, Dynamite. Alright, so that's Battletoads. We completed that run like I wanted to do, my friends. Thank you for enjoying this wonderful game with me. And now we'll play another wonderful game. We're going to try and do a run through Journey to Silius. It's a game, I think I've beaten it twice. We did it not that long ago on the stream. And it's one, the Journey to Silius is like a potential candidate for a challenge run at some point. I'm nowhere near good enough for it yet, but I like it. It's a fun game. So yeah, I just want to do a casual run through it. Just enjoy it. So we're gonna do that, and then hopefully start up a third game afterwards. Mystic Quest. What about AO2, Journey to Silly Us? Silly Us. I hope there's not an AO2. Great choice for next game. Yeah, we're gonna do Journey to Silius, and then I'm hoping to start up a first playthrough of Final Fantasy Mystic Quest tonight. I've heard things about that game. I've heard it's easy, I've heard it's boring, I've heard it's fun, I've heard it's great. I don't know, but we're gonna play it. We're gonna try and play through that one. I thought it would be a good idea. I thought it'd be a good idea since I'm so unfamiliar with JRPGs, and that's like, you know, a beginner's JRPG. But yeah, let's go ahead and play it. But Journey to Silius first. I still think about the robot, Budafinger says. Oh, heads up. Heads up. My cartridge of Journey to Silius is really unreliable, and it crashes a lot, so We might have some difficulties. We may have to restart the game a few times. Just want to make sure when we go into it, our hearts and minds are prepared. Because there could be a bit of a heartache and or annoyance from this cartridge. It's really unreliable. All right, one moment.